let's do it to it.
So if there is 2 of the same character, I'm safe to put them in the same sleeve. So even if they're a different number, like even if it's out of 50 or out of 25, I can. It's safe to say
you're
I can
safe.
put it in the same.
Chloe, you're
okay.
safe. Oh, yeah, you're good. All right, here we go. Giants are tie. Yeah, this is you'll be good. Come on there. All right, box 1, pack 1. Let's get going. It's time for Giants. We will be an hour earlier next week than today. We just got off to an hour late start as announced yesterday. I announced that we would be an hour later because I needed my beauty rest. It's true. Let me get my gloves on. Gloves. All right. This is break number 2 of 10. Break number 2 of 10. Let's find some loving in here. Let's find some loving. Digi break coming up as soon as we're done here. All right, so today, I know this is going to take a little bit longer. I don't really like that. I thought I'd try scissors today. Let's make these wrappers so difficult. All right, here we go. Lips like sugar. And what's in the middle? We've got a bricked formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is our first hit in the deck. Of course, they make them like Chrome 7. That is formaldehyde. 43 out of 100. 43 out of 100 on the formaldehyde. And then we got 2 base cards. Just making sure my eyes don't fail me. 2 base cards there. Oh, shit. I got to announce the base card winners. That's right. That's what we got to do. So every 8 packs. So let me get dialed in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So those are the next 7 packs. Let's announce the winners of the base. Here we go. So Julie, remember we did this. We're going to do it at the beginning. That way you guys know who gets the base and you can put the names on there. And just do first names unless it's a Robert or Bob, because then we got 3 of them. Stickies are here, and you got the pins over there. And random, I almost forgot, do the base. So that way we know as we're going who's winning the base. By break 10, I'll have this figured out. Group. Here we go.
So all these bases go to the same person, right?
First, just let me get this up and I'll explain that again. All right, including this weekly. Let's get these copied and pasted. There we go. Control copy. Boom. Yeah, you'll know who's winning base. You're not going to be in a lurch. Here we go. That is 42. Top, I think 9 get the base, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check my math over here. Top 9 get the base. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. This is for the base, and then that way we know as we're going. Here we go. Here are your base winners for today. Up top is Alligator. Down below is Mario Speedwagon. And Julian's ready to write these down as soon as I say we hit the base winners. Here we go, 5 times around. All right, Michael Q is in the lead. Jay Howe, Ashley, Sean, and the base for this week goes Tip. Donnie on the 1. On the 2 is Donnie. So 1 and 2 all go to Donnie. That can all go on the same slab there. On the 3 is Lance. Eric, otherwise known as Arik, on the 4. Mario on the 5. 6 is Mooney. 7 is Nancy. And 8 and 9, we make it pretty easy. They all go to Shay. Shay gets 8 and 9. There you go. Do we need a repeat? Are you guys good? All right, let's do it. All right, so the first 2 rounds of base go to Donnie. So let's do it to it. So this is all your base, Donnie. All your base. Stone Sean. And a Goldilocks Alice Island. That goes to What About Bob on the Alice Island out of 50. Let's go, Bob. I see they put these here, but then they don't rip all the way down. See that? They put these rips. Like that's gonna do something. Like it's gonna do something. So that doesn't do squat. I just thought I'd try because they put those rips on both sides and that doesn't do diddly. Bo diddly. Yeah. Still working through the process of figuring out how to do expedited rips with these, but I just don't know that it's possible. It's just not. All right, we got a Franken Boots. That goes to Jeremy Keller out of 100. All of these base here are going to Donnie. Here's the next round. We got an out of 100 on the 71 out of 100. And it is a Lips Like Sugar. Larry Lips on that bad boy. Let's go. So far, nothing big, but we're still looking. We've hit a red. So last week we did hit a red. Yeah, let's put the hit on top that way. And then if I'll announce if there's a second hit in the pack or a wrapper. All the wrappers go to Donnie as well. All right, let's get into these. I did have a plan of waking Jack up to where he could open these while we're, he could sit here in the background and open these all up for us, but then I saw vomit on the shoes and he wasn't gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. It's a 240 out of 250, so that's gonna be a wrapper. We got a wrapper. That is a Series 1 wrapper going to Donnie. Nice, Donnie, on the Series 1 wrapper. Not quite the 1 of 1 you wanted, but maybe we'll find it. The 1 of 1 wrapper, so that's the only hit on that one. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. It's round 3 of the Saturday rips. Round 3 of the Saturday rips. We had a monster Sapphire 1 break last night and an absolute monster 40th break. If you guys missed either of those vids, you need to check them out. That is a 10th series wrapper going to Donnie. Let me get my cameras a little bit better. Not really liking those. Here we go, I'll fix it up. I'll fix it up for you. I'm not seeing any comments either. Let's go. Let's see if they start coming in or not. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. $27 out of 100. 27 out of 100. And that would be a Dale Snail. Dale Snail on the 27 out of 100. Guess I should show the base so that way Donnie knows what he's getting. Those are your base, Donnie. All right, Donnie, you get one more round of base coming up too. After this. Let's get it on. And in this corner, we have a 56 out of 75. Nice. And that is a wrap on those. That's a mugged Marcus. 56 out of 75. Let's go. And then 2 base. All right, that was the first. That was 1/3 of box 1. These all go to Donnie as well. So more base to Donnie. So far, probably no double ups yet, huh, Chloe?
Yeah. Just the stickers.
Oh, wrappers?
Wrappers.
So what those are, why they call them wrappers, those are the original wrappers of the face of the wrappers from the 85 through 88. A 30 out of 50. A 30 out of 50. That is a foul Raoul. Foul Raoul on that bad boy. And then a couple base cards, Barf and Bart and Lips Like Sugar. There we go. And still all these base are going to Donnie. Who gets the third round of base here?
The third base goes to
Lance? All right. $69 out of 100. 69 out of 100. And that's going to be a swollen Sue Ellen. And of course, Larry Lips base and Ruby Cube. Let's go. Monster cards. Shiny and gold. So shiny. Let's go. That is a 20 out of 50. Last week we had one box that had 2 hits per box. Have not seen that as frequently. Alice Island going to Robert Davis. And then another Larry Lips and Ruby Cube. Boy, the base seem to be similar. Let's go. We will have a little bit of a digi show after this, and then that will be a wrap for Saturday. We'll be back next weekend. Ripping Giants, ripping 6, and ripping a hit here. 67 out of 100. 67 out of 100. Swollen Sue Ellen. And Donnie's base looked like Toothless and Alice Island. This is a little easier cleaning these up when they only do 1 hit. For last week, remember we had that box, it was like every pack was 2 hits. I don't know if that's abnormal. I thought that was kind of within the normal, but now that I'm opening these, it seems to be a little different. Alrighty then, we got nothing there. And we've got a 55 out of 100. Who is it? It's Peepin' Tom. Peepin' Tom goes to Nancy on the Peepers, the Jeepers Creepers, and some nice base cards. There we go. Nancy on the Peepin' Toms. Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? Just a reminder, next week we'll be back to 7 a.m. start time on Saturday. It was just for this week. I needed a 1 hour reprieve. I was on Hawaii time. I needed an extra hour. It's true, I did. How about an 81 out of 100? 81 out of 100. And it's a Mug Marcus. Mug Marcus on the 81. And of course, a Toothless and a Swollen Sue Ellen base going to Donnie. Donnie, you got 2 packs left of base, and then we're moving on to Lance getting the base. Then we are moving on up. There we go. Toothless again with the base, and still Jill. And it looks like we're going Crokin Collin style. Crokin Collin on the out of 100 on the Crokin Collin. Last one for Donnie. Here you go. This is your last pack, Donnie, for the base. And here we go. Ooh, a sticker. A sticker. A wrapper. 48 out of 250. 48 out of 250. Larry Lips. Yeah, now you're fooling me there, Chloe. All right, that was a wrapper going to Donnie and all the base. Okay, so that's a wrap on Donnie for the base. Now we're on to round 3. This is the tail end of box 1. So far, we have not hit anything above, I think, out of 50. All the wrappers, yes. Or if they say sticker, he gets those too. Basket Casey. Alien, all these base go to Lance. Secondhand Rosie Pants, that is Robert Lambert getting the secondhand Rosie. And so base. You guys wrapped up, Donnie? Okay, we moved on to Lanceman. The Lanceman. And the reveal. turned on Tara. That is 3 out of 75. 3 out of 75 on that one. And then a couple of base cards for Lance. These wrappers are probably the heaviest thing I've ever felt. Holy cow. They didn't mess around with these bad boys. If you've never opened these or lifted a box, you better do some deep knee bends first. I'll tell you that. They are not light. They are not light. What do we get here? 3 base cards. Boy, they burned us on that one. 3 base cards. Lance happy. Lance got 3 base cards on that one. I think that's the first that I've seen that. Maybe they'll give us 2 hits now in a box. Give us 2 hitties here. Nope. 69 out of 100. Grim Jim. Grim Jim. And that one goes to Lance. Lance gets all of that stuff right there. He gets all that goodness. What do we have here? Let's find out. A 232 out of 250, and that would be a wrapper, aka sticker. A sticker. And the sticker is going to be a Series 2. Nice. Donnie, you got a Series 1 and a Series 2 sticker. And Lance, you get some base cards. Swollen Sue Ellen, it looks like. Oh, Larry Lips. Actually, no. Larry Lips. So that's a sticker. Still goes to Donnie. All stickers go to Donnie. Oh, and a 3rd series wrapper. Nice. Donnie, you got 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Excellent. And that is Lance. Get these cleaned up. We got 2 packs left for Lance. All right, final 2 packs of box 1. Final 2 packs of box 1. As soon as we're done with these 3 boxes, we'll be doing cleanup, put it away, and then it's time for Digi Hour. Digi Hour will include today a 40th Sapphire 5, some V-Day, and another giant Slosh Josh on the out of 75. Out of 75 on the Slosh Josh. And Lance, this is your final pack here before we move on to round 4 winner of the base. Chloe, who's round 4 winner? Eric, all right, let's go. Eric, coming up is going to be your base. That's a 74 out of 75. And it's looking like a Grim Jim. Nice. Grim Jim going to Lance on the 75. And Lance, we say goodbye to you on the base right there. All those base go to you. All right, that was box 1. Nothing smooth about opening these. They are just big and giant. They're massive. They are massive. Here we go. Box number 2 of 3. Box number 2 of 3. Separate these. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 8. There we go. All right, good luck, everybody. This is box number 2 of 3, and all of these base go to Eric for this round of 8 packs. And let's see what's in store in box 2. A 105 out of 250. That's a wrapper. That's a wrapper, and it's an 11th series wrapper. 11th series wrapper, and all the stickers still go to Donnie. Nothing's changed with that. The whole break, they all go to Donnie. Our wrappers. All the wrappers. Pack number 2. How do you do? How about a 58 out of 75? 58 out of 75, and it looks like it's going to be an Alice Island for Bob. What about Bob on the Alice Island? So far, no packs have had 2 hits. No packs have had 2 hits. And 1 pack had no hits. That's not very nice of them. How about a 241 out of 250? Donnie's going to get a whole set of wrappers, it looks like. Donnie, you're getting close on that whole set. Igloo and Basket Casey. You got the 1, 2, 3. I think you need a 5. I think a 5 is needed. An 8. Let's see if you can get a whole set out of these 3 boxes. That'd be pretty random. That'd be like getting 2 reds and a 101 out of Sapphire 1. All right, here we go. How about a 16 out of 75? And a 37 out of 50? Oh, I thought we were gonna run the table. Okay, we got the made up hit there. That's a Shorn Sean. And then of course a Toothless. A Toothless and then a base card. So this one has 2 hits right on top. And Eric, you're still cooking with the base here. You still got a few more left. Let's go, let's go. 44 out of 75. And that's a wrap on those. Barfing with Bart. A couple base cards, Boney Tony and Alien Ian. Some nice characters there. 3 packs left for Eric. And then we're moving on to who's after Eric, Chloe?
Mario.
Nino.
Can't reach your
Mario. Mario's up next with the base. Nothing there. 18 out of 75, and it's an Eerie Eric. Eerie Eric on that one. And Green Bean and still Jill. Still in with Jill, and these all still go to Eric. And then Super Mario, you get the base for the next round. Nothing. A Dale Snail. And that's going to be out of 100 on the Dale Snail. Swollen Sue Ellen and Larry Lips on the base. Dale Snail. There you go. All right, Eric, we say goodbye to you on the base right here. Let's see what we find for you. Let's go, baby. And looks like a wrapper. Is Donnie going to get a wrapper set? We shall find out. It's a 7th series wrapper. You needed that one. And then the secondhand Rosie Pants. So we got 1 wrapper out of there, our sticker. And that is it for Eric for base. Now we move on to Mario. All right, this is the halfway point in the break, and I'm sweating over here. Sweating. These Giants are not a light lift. They are not. And I've had no coffee this morning. That's wrong. That's really wrong, to be honest. That is really wrong. Still Jill. Drew Blood. Drew Blood, and that's out of 100 on the Drew Blood. Alrighty then. Let's see what we got here. Boom. We will do a 6-pack run of Digis for these. It looks like, is that another wrap? Jeez. Donnie's cooking with the wrappers. Oh, another Series 2 wrapper for you, Donnie, and then a couple base cards for Mario. Series 2 wrapper for Donnie. All right. I have yet to pull a 101ski. Let's do it. Let's do it today. Donnie said, give me that 1-of-1 wrapper on Series 1. I'm trying, Donnie. There's still, I think, half the wrappers left for the 101s. 2 and 3 are gone. But 1 is still available. And that's an 18 out of 100. 18 out of 100. Pumpkin Duncan. Duncan with the pumpkin right there. All right, I need a little shot of ketamine and get this party going. All right. We are still giving Mario all the base, right? That is a 58 out of 75. Will this be a 2? It looks like finally another 2-hitter. Secondhand rose for Robert. And a turned on tear. I believe that's for Shay. That's a 2-hitter. Why are wrappers coming over here?
Oh, I'm just leaving it there so that he doubles it up.
Oh. Okay. I might change some things with wrappers. Probably couldn't imagine where I think we're going.
No. Not really.
No. No top page. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Losing faith. How about a gold? Max Axe. Let's go. Bad boy right there. Max Axe cutting off some heads and some base cards. There we go on the Max Axe. These base cards all go to Mario. Probably Chloe.
Yes.
Just individual penny sleeves on those. Yeah. Stone Sean, turned on Terra strikes again. We've had a few turned on Terras. And Alligator, 1 hit there on top. All right, let's see what we got here. We got ourselves a Bony Tony, and that goes to Gizmo. Gizmo on the Bony Tony. Bruce Lee, let's go. Oh yeah, you got it, Mario. You got it, Mario. And I think this is a wrap on Mario's base right here. It looks like we are going with a 5th series sticker. You needed that one, Donnie. You needed it. 5th series sticker for Donnie. Wrapper, I mean. Boom. Sticker, wrapper. Here you go. Here's your sticker. All right, who gets the base here? Who's winning this base?
Mooney.
Oh, Michael Mooney. This is your base coming at you right now. Michael Mooney, let's go. And in this corner, we're getting a Peepin' Tom and a Croaking Colin out of 75 and a Duncan Pumpkin. That is a hit on top there. And in this corner, 2 out of 5. We knocked down a 2 out of 5. Let's go. Who gets the 2 out of 5? Let's see. Boom. Franken Boots, 2 out of 5. Jeremy Keller. So we'll put this one up front here. Jeremy Keller, Franken Boots, 2 out of 5. Nice scoop and score for you there. That's our second red in 2 weeks. Charlotte Webb and Toothless on the base. All right, JK. Nice little red ski there for you. And in this corner, what else do we got in here? 18 out of 100. And it is a Formaldehyde turn on Terra. And a Brett Bet. Thank you. And these base here all go to Michael Mooney. And then I know Shay gets the last 2 rounds of base. We have one more participant. We ran the randomizer at the beginning of the show. And it looks like we are going with 61 out of 100 and a 1 out of 25. Nice. 61. That lip's just a little bit pushed down. Take a little spoon to that and it'll push down. Foul Raul on the out of 100. And then our first out of 25 is a Foul Raul. Nice. A double up on Foul Raul. So those are 2. Even though it's close to that one, but those are the 2 hits there. Both the same character somehow. Somehow, some way. Foul Raul. All right, here we go. Man, it's kind of stormy, huh?
Yeah.
What is that all about? So I think that was a thunderstorm that hit us last night. Out of 95 out of 100. Brett Vett. It's a Turned on Terra and a 12 out of 25. All right, now we're getting 2 hits. Brett Vett and Turn. Top 2 hits, bottom 2 base. Let's go. We got one more box of Giants to go. I will crack another box for 6 packs during the Digi Hour. If you're interested in playing Digi Giants, we will do some of those. Just 6 packs today, though. All righty then. Another wrapper for Donnie. Is he going to get a full set today? It's closing in on it. Oh, a 4th series. I'm not sure if you needed that one or not, but now I know you've hit. Yeah, I think you need a 6th series if I'm not mistaken, but you got a 4th right there. A wrapper for Donnie. All right, 2 packs left here. And 237 out of 250. Donnie with the 30. I know you doubled up on that one. You got to double up on the 3rd series wrapper. Franken Boots. And who's the other one? Slosh Josh on the base for Michael Mooney. All right, Michael Mooney, this is your last chance for base. You kind of got screwed a little bit, Michael Mooney, because this round of base was had a lot of 2 hits. Finally, we get to the 2 hits, and Mike's great. Great timing for my base. Another wrapper for Donnie. Another wrapper for Donnie, and it's a 12th series wrapper. I don't believe you had that one yet. You're getting there. Donnie, you are getting there. There's a 12th series wrapper there for you. All right, that's a wrap on box 2. Now let's move on to box 3. So far, the best hit in the break. We did get a couple out of 25 that box. That was a pretty good box. We got an out of 5 and a couple out of 25. Here we go, box number 3. Let's do it to it. In this Giants Get a Grip. I did see Get a Grip stuff went on sale yesterday for the Vegas show. I did get a couple of those blind boxes, so we'll see what's in store in those blind boxes. Got to pick them up in Vegas. All right, so 16 packs goes to Shay on the back end. Who gets the next round of base? Nancy. Nancy gets the first 8 packs, and then Shay gets the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those go to Nancy. All right, good luck, everybody. Box number 3. We'll be back next week ripping 3 boxes of Giants as we wrap our head around these Giants. They are absolutely giant. No 2-hitter there. So another wrapper for Donnie, and Donnie says 15th series. I think you needed that one too, Donnie. You are closing in on a full set of wrappers. Larry Lips Like Sugar and Bruce Lee. There's your sticker. All right. Here we go. Nothing to see there. There we go. Another wrapper for Donnie, and Donnie knocks down a 14th series. I think you need a 13th series. I'm not sure what else if you're keeping track, Donnie, but you're closing in on it. And some base for Nancy. Alrighty then. Still no 1 of 1. $74 out of 100. 74 out of 100, and it looks like it's going to be a distorted dot. Going to Jay Howe. Croak Colin and Turned on Terra are your base. Nancy's getting the base here. What else do we have in store? Let's find out. How about nothing? Nothing. A 99 out of 250, and that's Donnie, 8th series. I know you needed that one. Donnie, somehow out of 3 random boxes, you might get a full set of wrappers. Got a couple dupes, but not very many. Considering those are random 3 boxes, yeah, you might get a full set out of that. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I didn't pay attention last week if we got close to a full set or not. but it sure seems like you're cruising in on that. $55 out of 100. 55 out of 100. And it's an Alice Island going to Bob. Dale Snail on the base and Boney Tony on the base. What about Bob? Nancy, you got 3 packs left of base here. 3 packs left of the base. And in this corner, we got nothing. 93 out of 100. 93 out of 100, and it's Basket Casey. Basket Casey on that one. Oh yeah, he's got flies coming out of his neck. 2 packs left for Nancy, then we move on to Shay for the last 2 rounds of base. Shay. And nothing. Wrapper for Donnie. 230 out of 250. Another 8 series. Okay, now you're starting to double up. Losing Faith and Toothless. Donnie, which one do you need now? Which one do you need now? Let's see. Out of 75, that means we might get a second hit in here. It looks like a gold. Out of a Turned On Terra gold out of 50. All right, nice. 2 hits on this one. Mugged Marcus and a Green Dean. Those are your 2 hits there, and 1 base. That's the final base card for Nancy. Now all the base goes to Shay. Final 16 all go to Shay on the base. Shay's like, well, I don't know. Do we want 2 hits per pack or 1? Because you get more base, Shay, if it's 1 hit per pack. Shay's like, I want the hits. Nothing there. 25 out of 50. Boney Tony going to Gizmo. Nice scoop and score there for you, Gizzard. Nice scoop and score for Gizzard. Let's go Gizmo on the Goldie Boney Tony. Alrighty then. That Boney Tony's hit a couple times for the Gizmo. Is Gizmo even awake? I think he's asleep at the wheel. He's asleep at the wheel. That is a 70 out of 75. 70 out of 75, and it is a Shorn Sean. 2 base cards for, there you go. 1 hit on that one. So you are doing, Shay, you're doing good for the base. Donnie needs a wrapper though. What wrapper is it that you need? 10th series. I know you need a 10th series. How about a 16 out of 50? 16 out of 50. Foul Raul. Foul Raul right there. And a couple base cards. Barfing with Bart. This is the tail end of box 3. All these base cards go to Shay. We'll be back next week, but an hour earlier next week. I promise to not be under the brown bottle flu. That is a 440 out of 100. And a 10 out of 25. Nice box there. Igloo. Nice. Brienne's like, I waited all day for a hit, and it's an out of 25. And a Brett Sweat. Got it going like a turbo vet. And a base card. Only 1 base card for you there, Shay. Brienne finds a little love late in the break. Late in the break. Finds a little love. Grim Jim. Lance getting a little love on the Grim Jim out of 25. That means a second hit, and it's a Hollywood. 2 hits there. Shay's getting worked over on the base. 2 hits. 2 hits. All right. Well, Shay, you got worked over on the base on that one. Well, hopefully we get 2 hits in a pack. One of the hits goes to you, and then you're getting less worked over then. You're getting less worked over. And out of 100, another workover job. All right, this box is loaded. Losing Faith and Losing Faith. A double down on Losing Faith. Okay, I see you, Losing Faith. 2 hits on that one. Shay's getting murdered on the base all of a sudden. All right, Shay, let's see if that trend continues. Watch, we'll get 3 hits in a pack. No, not 3 hits in a pack. Shay, you got 2 base cards. A 5 out of 5. We knocked down a 5 out of 5, and Shay got both her base cards. Can Shay also get the hit? Look at that. That's a beauty red Shay. Base card for you. Base card for you. And a losing faith. Losing faith. Boom. 2 reds in this break. Let's see, where did losing faith? Michael Mooney strikes down the losing faith. That's our second red of the day. Michael Mooney with a red ski. Let's go. I'll take that one back when you're done. All right, Shay. Well, Shay, you didn't get the red, but you got 2 base cards. Stop the trend. Stop the trend. Oh, the trend started again. A wrapper for Donnie. And the wrapper is a 7 series, which is a double up, and a Swollen Sue Ellen. Wait, that's a base card. Sorry. Swollen Sue Ellen on the base, and the other base was Shorn Sean. Those go to, so the wrapper goes to Donnie. The 2 base cards go to Shay. Alrighty then. Oh, and here we go. 29 out of 75. And nothing. It's an Alien Ian. Alien Ian. I believe that's Mario on that alien. Nice, Mario. Super Mario. And then, of course, the base card behind it was a Snooty Sam. All right. Knocking down 2 base cards again. Let's go. And we're off and running with nothing. How about a 30 out of 100? And the 100 is going to go Nancy with your second hit in the Giants. Charlotte Webb on the base and Pat Splat. Let's go. And base and a Brett Vett. Brett Vett on the hitty. Let's get it. All right, we're down to the final 5 packs of these Giants. And then we're going to clean this up. It's going to take us about, probably 15, 20 minutes to clean this up. And then we'll be live with Digi Hour. Digi Hour will probably last a little under an hour today, but we'll see. We'll see how busy it is. If you pop on, we'll rip some stuff for you. If you don't pop on, we won't rip anything for you. How about a 20? Donnie's getting close. He needs a 10 series. I know he needs a 10 series. And it's a 12 series. Not what you needed, Donnie. You already have that one. Erie Eric and Stone Sean on the base. Another sticker for Donnie.
He has a 10.
Oh, he does? Boy, which one he's missing then? So a 9th series. I don't think he has a 9th. And a 13th.
He doesn't have a 1.
Yes, he does. It doesn't say 1 on it.
Oh, it's just the 1.
Yeah. That's the first wrapper we pulled. So I think he's missing a 13th and a 9th. And that would be it, I think. How about a 96 out of 100? Swollen Sue Ellen. Broken Colin. Stuck Chuck. All right, here we go. Let's get it. It is, JK, it is. Franken Beans and Losing Faith red, too. We got 2 reds today. All right, we got a Mug Marcus. How about a Hippie Skippy? We haven't seen him yet today. That goes to Angelo. And a Basket Casey. Angelo with the tie-dye. Hippie Skippy.
He needs a 13.
13, and that's it?
I think so.
Okay, Donnie, you need a 13th series, and that's it. So we did have a 9th series. So just a 13th for Donnie, and you got a full set out of 3 boxes. That's pretty cool. Come on, 13th series. How about a 70 out of 75? And a Losing Faith again. And a Hollywood. Shorn Sean. There's your Losing Faith, which we also got a red of. And a Hollywood right there. Last pack magic. Donnie needs a 13th series wrapper, and he got a full set of wrappers in this break. That's 2 hits there on that one. Double hitter. No, it's a double hitter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. Right when I said that, you moved it up there. I'm like, what? What happened? You're like, I already took care of it, Scott. All right. All right, here we go. Last pack magic, box 3. Here's the tail end of the donkey. Let's see what we get. And we do get a formaldehyde base, and it looks like a wrapper, but the wrong one. Donnie, you are 1 wrapper short of a picnic. Donnie was 1 wrapper short of a picnic. There we go. There is the wrapper for Donnie. And that is your Giants break. I'm sweating over here. The big boys today, Losing Faith, Michael Mooney, and Franken Boots out of 5. We got a 5 out of 5 and a 2 out of 5 right there. I will bust a box and we'll get 6 packs out. I do sell individual packs, individual boxes, and case. I also sell the blind envelopes as well of Giants. So if you want any Giants action on your own, just reach out to me. I'll take care of you. Otherwise, we'll be back next week ripping 3 boxes. And make sure and tune in about 15-20 minutes for Digi Hour. Thank you guys all for playing Giants Series 2. We got 8 breaks left, and then I'm going to give away a sealed box of Giants to 1 lucky winner. All right. Have a good Saturday. See you all soon on the boards. Take care, everybody.